Here we have the Yom Yom for today, a saying, and we'll do also tomorrow. The Alter, no. Tomorrow we'll do Shabbat also. Okay. The Alter Rebbe once said, know what is above you. Da mala mala mimach. There's a lot of synagogues where they have on the what do they call it? The place where the cantor stands and he prays, and we don't call it a cantor, we call it a shliach tzibur, the leader of the congregation. He stands up. Usually there's a little podium, a little sort of a thing in front of him, and he puts his book on there and he reads. Well, a lot of times it's a little bit ornate, and they have written above it, Da ma'ala ma'ala mimach. Know what is above you. Know what is above you. Simple meaning. What does it mean? Da ma'ala ma'ala mimach. This comes from Pirkei Avot. Da ma'ala ma'ala mimach. You should know what is above you. So the simple meaning is you should think about God. You should think about God. You're not the whole picture. There's something above you. God is above you. That's the reason why, by the way, Jewish people wear what we call a yarmulke, a kippah. Why? To remind us that our intelligence, our consciousness goes up to here, and that God is above our intelligence. God is above our understanding. To remind us constantly. In Hebrew, in Yiddish, it's called the Yar Mulka, Yiri Malka, fear of the king. So on a lot of synagogues, they have written, Da ma'ala ma'ala mimach. You have to know what is above you, that God is above you. Simple meaning. The Alter Rebbe once said, there's a deeper meaning. Da ma'ala ma'ala mimach. Know what is above you. You can punctuate it a little bit different. Da ma'ala ma'ala mimach. You should know that what is above is from you. Mimach can be that is above from you, or it can be that what is above is from you. You should know that everything above in the upper worlds, in all the complicated, detailed upper spiritual worlds that are talked about in Kabbalah and Chassidut, all these, it all comes from you. It all depends on what your service is of God. The way that you serve God, that's the way that God reflects what you do. Now, this is not necessarily a very popular idea in Judaism. There's a lot of say philosophies or ideas in Judaism that say, no way, God is infinitely distant from us. God does not react to what we do. He's too far away. To say that God reacts to what we do, that's blasphemous. You can't do that. And what's the answer? The Chabad said that God is much, much more infinite than you think. God is not limited to being spiritual. He's not limited to being far away from the world. God creates the whole world constantly, and he cares about the world, and he interacts with the world to the degree that everything depends on man. That's what we were talking about before. We have no idea how important every human being is. In Psalm 145, it says, you listen to the prayers of everybody. We talked about this so many times before. It's forbidden for a non-Jew, even a non-Jew, to pray to anything except for the Creator. You can only pray to the Creator. A non-Jew is forbidden to do any sort of what's called idolatry, or if it's punishable, it's not punishable. If he prays to God through something, say it's not punishable. But ideally, a non-Jew, the whole world is supposed to pray only to the Creator of the universe. And the Creator reacts. God listens to every single prayer. And here the Rebbe is saying even more. Not only does God listen, but he also reacts. Everything in the upper worlds, in other words, God's personality, his emotions, etc., it all comes from what we do here in the world. Since God created man, no more free rides. Right? Going out of Egypt is something we have to do ourselves every day, but God helps us. No, whatever is from above, it all depends on us. Okay, now let us go here, and I'll tell you a story. See, everybody likes stories, so I'll tell you a story. Here we go.